Welcome to Marvins, known from coast to coast like butter and toast. Nowhere in the contiguous United States or other environs is a place like Marvins. Welcome. Have fun.
Welcome back to Set Streets Needs, guys. I'm Chris Bauer. I am once again outside of a really special place. I'm so thrilled I got here before they closed. As you guys may have heard, Marvins Marvelous Mechanical Museum behind me is in danger of they're losing their lease at the end of this year. They are looking actively for another place to be, to set this back up, to keep this historic arcade going. So everybody's fingers are kind of crossed to see if that happens. But I'm excited to be back. It's been about a year since I've been back, so we're gonna go in there. I got my sister and my dad with me. We're gonna play some games, see some old Nickelodeons as you do, talk about the history of this really cool place. Of course, if you're going to an awesome arcade, you gotta wear your Flynn's arcade shirt. I mean, that's state law. If you want one of these, head to 80stees.com. Just hit that link below in the description of this video. They got them. They got lots of cool stuff. But hopefully you guys will join me as we go check out Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum. Let's go see.
And I always had a like of these mechanical machines and so on. So over 30-some years ago, I started this place called Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum. And really started an arcade, but not really an arcade. It's got a lot of different things in here that you don't find in very many places. And I enjoy having people come in and share these treasures with me, laughing. And
So I am back at Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum. And just like me, there's a big boy right up there behind me. Of course, as you guys know, if you've never been here, it's one of the coolest places on earth. And yeah, there's always something to see. Every time I come in here, there's something that seems like it's new to see. So let's get into it. First off, we're getting the 20 out, and we're gonna get us some quarters. So a little bit of history about Marvin's. Some of you guys already know this, but this place started as a few rides in the middle of a food court of a mall that was right here where this is back in the 1980s called Tally Hall. And there was a food court. The food courts weren't real common. There was a kind of a newer concept. They had a huge open area with about 20 to 30 different restaurant kiosks. And Marvin Yagoda was a local mechanical machine, electronic arcade and entertainment machine collector. And Tally Hall, the mall, asked him to bring in some games and some rides that they could put out in the middle of this food court at the Tally Hall Mall to let the kids, play and entertain the kids, which of course he loved. He did. He had a massive collection by then. He had been collecting for several decades by the time they asked that. And brought him out. And it just grew throughout the 80s. It got bigger and bigger until he opened up an arcade right off of the food court. And then by the 1989, Tally Hall closed. And they had decided to tear the mall down, the hall down that it was in, the big building, and make a long plaza, shopping plaza. And Marvin's just stayed through that. They were able to get through it and be the only original surviving member of Tally Hall when they opened back up. And it's been here ever since. As a lot of you guys have heard, that is now in danger of closing here because they're looking to put whoever owns this plaza is looking to put in a Myers department store. And so I'm not exactly sure what the holdup is, but this location's days are numbered. Marvin unfortunately passed back in 2017, but his son Jeremy runs the place now. They are looking to move Marvin's, so hopefully it will find a new home and remain alive for many generations to come. But it's one of the most unique arcades you'll ever go into. Here they are, guys, the original Pizza Time Theater portrait stage bots. They still have everyone but Chucky. Well, not everyone, come to think of it. They don't have a Pasquale. They used to, but Pasquale seems to be gone now. But they got Helen in her old clothes or outfit. We got the early Munch, early Jasper with banjo. And then they've got the guest star, the Piggy from Perry, Madame Oink, right up here on the wall. They have two different kinds of warblettes. They have the original Black Crow editions, and they have a clapboard. And then they have the multicolored warblette editions as well. So, a very cool homage. Now, these actually, at one point, I don't know what years, they were actually hooked up and working here. I'll try to find a video clip of those operating here, but they haven't operated in many years, but it's still pretty cool to see them. And we have the predecessor to the old Chuck ride. Look at this old mouse. Except his little arms not out for me to high-five him at this one. But that's okay. He still does the exact same thing the Chuck ride does now. You sit with Chuck in the ride, and he takes your picture, and then they print it out. And, of course, we can't forget, Marvin's has his own Ferris wheel, much like the old Pizza Time Theater Ferris wheels, the Billy Bob Wonderland, and the Showbiz Pizza. They have their own Marvins Mechanical Museum Ferris wheel. It's one of a kind, and it is still right here. Look at that bozo!
Hello.
Yeah, it's the ambiance. And they normally over here, there's like a train track of airplanes that keeps going, but it doesn't look like it's operating right now. But it's usually moving airplanes through the whole place. These things are so old. So we've got Wally and Wanda, the polka band. They like the polka. This one's called the guillotine. Is it guillotine? What's the L? There's two L's.
Because it's French or Spanish. Spanish, the L's are silent. I don't know if it's Spanish or French, but I think it's pronounced guillotine. I've heard it both ways.
I know I have too. Are the L's in the French version? Or are they doing is like this guy named Gil?
Yeah, the guy named Gil, right? No, that's true. Yeah. I think there's usually a U between the T and the I, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks a little different.
So, okay, let's get a pronunciation for guillotine.
So we got Grandma on the electric chair above us. And then she's sitting on top of the guillotine, or guillotine, as it looks like it's spelled.
We're gonna find it.
It looks guillotine-ish.
The U is right here.
Ah.
It's Guillo.
I'm gonna guess the guy who they're beheading's named Gil. This is the Gil's death. The guillotine.
I'm thinking that's it. Okay, how to pronounce it? Okay, let's get back.
This is inside.
Guillotine. Here it is. Right here.
Yeah, guillotine. Okay. And this is where Gil loses his noggin.
Because it is.
Oh. No. He does it once. You just put a quarter in. So we've got an animatronic cemetery, but it doesn't look like he's working anymore. But these gentlemen might be working. It's a working bar. Let's see. Let's check these out. Oh, here we go. Where everybody knows your name. Sorry. So this is a replica of the Cardiff Giant, which is a famous hoax. I believe it was a farmer, if I remember. Yeah, it was like some farmer found a petrified man on his property a long time ago. But it's an old hoax, but this is a replica of it. This reminds me of something that would be at a Stu Leonard's, because that looks like Clover, the cow. Brrr, Clover. I'm gonna guess these were sort of animatronics that worked at one time or another. Well, I'm interested to see if they have their own kind of tickets. So let's win some tickets, shall we? All right, our quarter's down here. Where's it gonna go? No, come on. It stayed on. Let's do it again. This is how they get you too. Come on, baby. This is the one. Get it! Oh, you jerk! Okay. Longer. So here in the bathroom, I just got to show you guys. They have an Andre the Giant autograph poster. How crazy is that? I assume it's a copy, but knowing that it's at Marvin's, it might not be. That's amazing. The Laughing Sailor. He finds it hilarious that he's got a bee on his nose. I hope you got an EpiPen. This old carousel's pretty amazing as well. It's of course personalized to here. Who knows if it's actually from 1889? Although I wouldn't be surprised if it was. With him starting this collection so early, there's a good chance it's that old. I mean, it definitely is ornate enough to be, for sure. One of my favorite pieces here is this Charlie Chaplin. What used to be, I would assume, a former animatronic. It looks like he would crank the movie reel and play a movie or something. But that's a really cool piece. Wish it still worked. Old King Cole. So as I've been seeing these in the Chuck E. Cheese's, they of course have one here. I'm gonna have to play it, y'all. It's apparently saying no shots fired and no credits. I'm hitting nothing. Well, fine. Just take my 50 cents then. Now this guy was broke the last time I was in here. Yeah. So this is pretty. Yeah, it's pretty gross. I've seen it before somewhere else.
You want to get it on the film here?
Yeah. I think you've had enough, buddy. So you got to do the tic-tac-toe challenge with the chicken. The chicken likes to play tic-tac-toe. Oh, you got that one? Well, I'm gonna stop you with that one. What do you think about that? Uh-oh. I'm gonna go, whoop, oh, there we go. What you got now? Uh-oh. No, I got him. Unless you can go diagonal. Oh, you can go diagonal. All right. Okay. You know I'm gonna get you over here. Looks like nobody won that one. It's a tie. Yay! Winner. So we got some original coin ops, of course, right along here. Including Frogger. So we have challenge. What do we got? Challenge, kill. What? Let's see.
Yeah, another victim attempts to take on the Grand Master of Giga Juice. Got the stomach for it? Rather, got the heart for it? Most don't. So grab my little love handle and let's go for a little ride.
Oh, boy.
A short ride. A
gonna sizzle me.
ride, get it? So, try a little of this. Whoa! I love it! I love it! Oh, how about a little more juice?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not feeling anything. The sizzle meter's in
That
the
was
red.
great.
I don't feel anything.
But here it comes.
Uh-oh.
The terror of
It's gonna get
all
me.
thrills. A trillion gigawatts. Yeah.
Oh no! I feel nothing.
That was great. How was it for you?
It was wonderful.
For that feeling. Still tingling, are you?
Am
Well,
I?
Don't worry. It all goes away in a few weeks. Then you just have those nightmares to deal with.
Check out some of these really old. Look at Zelda the Mysterious. She is old. Let's put a quarter in her. Oh, Zelda. What do you see on my cards? Oh boy. What am I gonna pick? Don't screw me over. Come on now. Get between cards. Uh-oh. She gave me a fortune. Oh boy. It says, you're in luck, my friend. The great big dollar sign says that's a great fortune will soon be there. Well, bring it on, Zelda. Love all these old clocks they have up here too. All over the place in here. Pretty awesome. Also, check this out, guys. We have one of the original Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater signs up on the top with all the cast. We got Munch. We got Dolly Dimples, the Warblettes, Jasper T, Pasquale, and Bowler wearing Chuck with his checkered vest. You can just imagine that hung outside of a local Pizza Time theater somewhere in the late 70s, early 80s, before Marvin got his hands on it. How awesome is that? I love the artwork on it. Would you mind if I asked a question? Did you guys find another place to be able to reopen it?
Not as of yet.
Really?
We're
Okay, still
working
looking.
on it,
Okay,
yes.
I was just kind of wondering. I sure hope you guys find a new place.
I sure hope so.
Do they
too.
have a deadline of when it has to
Yes.
happen?
We're going to be here to the end of the year.
Okay.
We're allowed to be here. To the
I
end
got
of the
you.
year. I don't want to cut it that close.
I don't blame you.
Because it's
Yeah.
gonna, wherever we go, it's going to take a while to do
I
all the
would
build out,
imagine.
the electric and the
Oh my
moving and
gosh.
everything, so.
I can't imagine. So,
I'm trying to
okay.
estimate time, and I'm saying
Right.
if we don't really get moving by September or
Right.
October,
It's gonna be tough.
I think we're going to be in trouble.
I know, I hear that. No, that's. Well, good luck. I definitely would love to see this get
We're gonna need a little
put
more.
somewhere else.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, the humanity. Oh, the humanity. A crazy disaster. Wow. Can't believe that thing is 120 years old, y'all. How amazing is that? So Babylon Island was someplace here in Michigan that I used to go to as a kid. Most Michiganders did. It's an island right in between, it's right on the Detroit River between Canada and Detroit.
Let's twist again, like we did last summer. Let's twist again, like we did last year. Round and up and down we go again. Buffalo is the place that I like so. Let's twist again, like we did last summer. Let's twist again, Buffalo time is here.
It's abandoned. Well, it's not abandoned. The amusement park is abandoned. There's now apartment buildings on the island. But it used to be you would get on the ferry boat there on the Detroit side or on the Canada side, and it would take you to Babylon Island. It was a big amusement park. We used to go for field trips, and it was so much fun. I have so many great memories from Babylon Island. I would love to get out on the island. You have to go by a personal boat now. But they've actually, these were famous 6-story ferry boats, and they've restored at least one of them, I believe. They made a documentary film about it. But it was just such a cool part of growing up in Michigan. But it was open throughout the entire 20th century until the end of it, and of course it closed. But a lot of the buildings are still there. Remnants of the rides are still there. You just have to find a way to get out to the island yourself. All right, let's see the Spanish Inquisition. Oh no! They're getting him. Ooh, burning him over the hot fire. Ah! This guy's getting whipped. And get him. This guy's getting pulled over there, but it looks like his mechanical stuff is not working. Pretty gruesome. Mandrake, the greatest of the great illusionists. This is from 1932. He's sawing him in half. Oh, he disappeared. Oh, and then he reappears in the cage. That's interesting. Wow. It's pretty crazy technology for 1932. Well done, Mandrake. Who are these monkeys? Look at him play the drums. So fast. And he's on the jazz flute. Get them bananas. So you can't go to Marvin's without talking about the band Tally Hall. So as I've said before, this entire mall used to be part of a mall called Tally Hall back in the 80s. Well, in Ann Arbor in 2002, 5 or 6 gentlemen formed the band Tally Hall. Namesake was this mall. I don't know if that was from one of their childhoods that they used to come here. Possibly. It would make sense. Ann Arbor's not very far from here. But of course, their big debut album in 2006 was called Marvins Marvelous Mechanical Museum. So Marvin himself, his voice even introduces the song Welcome to Tally Hall. It's very cool. And it's one of the things that when that album got big, it was definitely one of the things that made this place a lot more famous. So Tally Hall made up a sound called Fablu, as they called it. They didn't want to say their music was any other type of genre. They wanted to make up their own genre. But unfortunately, the Fab founding Fab 5, disbanded in 2011. So they went on to solo projects, but their namesake came from what used to be this mall, and then of course their famous album was this exact place, which is pretty cool. Right under the Pizza Time Theater sign, they do have Marvin's Marvelous Monkey Band. Unfortunately, it is no longer working, but it used to. It was a little animatronic monkey band that would play, and sadly, again, like a lot of the animatronics here, that's gone into disrepair, and now it is statuesque, but it's still up there, which is pretty cool. I can see why this one probably isn't working anymore. I can only imagine what the joke would have been. Probably a good idea to put that one out of business. So we've got another Australia's Prophecies. 1/4. What you got for me? You look like a school marm, but you might be a witch. I don't know. Or you could be a human trapped in a box and you're trying to horn me. Blink 3 times. Nope, nothing. Alright, I assume you're an animatronic. Ooh, what are you giving me here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. You are indeed a most fortunate person. While you think your life has been hard, you have struggled with poverty. That's true. And you have been fitting yourself for a great change that will come in when 5 rainbows have spanned the heavens. Really? I gotta wait for 5 rainbows? Have spanned the heavens, not only yourself, but 4 of your relatives will be benefited by your good fortune. It will not only be in money, but also in social position and influence. Oh, a social influencer? Your lucky stone is an onyx. Oh, onyx. Okay. Sweet. So I got that going for me, which is nice. All right, let's do this. Oop. Oh. So I've got all these tickets. I've turned them all in, and they equal just over 700. So I can get a Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum keychain.
Very good.
And voila. I did a lot of work, and I got my keychain. It's pretty awesome. Nice souvenir. Alright guys, I got my keychain, turned my tickets in, played my games, saw an amazing place. And once again, I'm out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Press that like button if you did. Hey, share the video. Let's get some more exposure for Marvin's out there. Like you heard the man said, they are looking for another place. They still haven't found one. So we still need to save this place. And so let's get something out there. And thanks for watching, guys. I got a sweet souvenir. You guys should come in and do the same. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you next time. Bye now.